Hi everyone, and welcome back to Cupid Parasite. So today we are going to go on our date with Raul. We'll see how much of a disaster this is. All right, so today I'm going out with Raul. We're meeting at the sidewalk near the Parasite house. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. Raul is still a Sillywood star, no matter how troublesome he can be. I can't imagine how things will go today. I have no idea. Will there be glitz and glam, or will we have a star-swept romance? Either way, it probably will be something big. I don't know, man. I was waiting at the location when I saw Raul come running toward me. I don't know. Oh no, it's alright. You planned this, not me. I'm a little irritated. What's with the outfit? It's so painful. Everything in this is just so vibrant. This is so like a date. Yeah, the guy's late and everything. He plans it, he's still late. He's hiding his face behind a pair of sunglasses, but it only makes it more obvious that he's a Sillywood star. Alright. Raul took my hand and started walking. His movements and mannerisms seemed so natural and cultured. I don't know. I remembered my dates with Gil and Monsieur S. I was quietly impressed with how suave Raul is. Yeah, well, he's an actor. Once again, we gotta remember that. And the surprises just kept coming. Raul took me to his private jet. I would be nervous, man. Wow, we're soaring. Oops. That was weird. Of course not. Most people don't have their own personal plane. Yeah, I don't know. This guy's a little detached from reality. That's true. Raul is relaxing on the seat as if he were on the couch at home. He's a Sillywood star through and through. I'm 100% sure that lots of girls would find themselves breathless up here. But for me... And there it is. Did he say gods? Raul leaned over like he usually does. Oh no, here it comes. Well, probably above. Of course, I've already known that. Celestia is beyond the clouds, casting a shadow over the human realm. Oh, He's all about the land and the sea, but as someone who knows that the gods are high above, all I can do is simply listen. It'd be weird having like a fanboy for your family. You're just like, yeah, Yeah. Raul is himself as always. Once he starts talking all things myth, he can't be stopped. So I listened passively while looking around his private jet. Wow, this is pretty amazing. Looking at everything around me, I stopped caring about his impromptu mythology lecture. Raul still has that light in his eyes as he talked with his hands. It seems that now he's going on and on about weather and the gods. Traveling by jet is so luxurious. Wonder where we're going. It also traps you with the person next to you. So if they do this type of thing, you're like, oh god, I can't leave. For flying, we must be far away. Yeah, where are we going? I didn't even ask. I pondered the destination while nodding along to Raul's continual lecture. He just needs to find a girl who's good at tuning him out and be like, that's nice, dear. So interesting. Yes. Yes. That's so cool. 7 minutes later, the jet started descending. We arrived at some sort of heliport on the roof of a building. On a plane? How do you do that? The destination is down the street. The Lost Art York Art Museum? Yeah, that's kind of a waste of fuel, if you ask me. We're at the art museum located on 5th Avenue. He literally went 4 blocks over. He has a private jet just to go from 1st Avenue to the 5th Avenue. Hey, he's like Taylor Swift. 5-minute car ride in a private jet. Wouldn't the subway have been much better? I thought about pointing that out to Raul, but Raul flashed me a bright smile.
でも地下鉄だと人に話しかけられるでしょ。今日はデートだからさ。誰にも邪魔されたくないなって思って。
You know, a limo would have done the same thing. Or just a car, I suppose, so... Still, it might have been fine to go by car. Exactly! I would prefer a car. Whatever, I can't ignore how fun soaring through the skies was. But I've been like, couldn't we have gone to another country's museum? That would have been cool. I thought about enjoying our museum trip, but then I realized something. The museum was empty. Oh, he rented it out. Huh? There's no one here. I thought this art museum was a popular spot.
Ah,
it is, but he rented it.
貸し切りにしてもらったんだ。
Reserved it? Yeah. Welcome to rich people.
SP だけはいるけど、まああの人たちは邪魔してこないから気にしないで。
Bodyguards? Yeah, he's a Hollywood actor or Sillywood actor. Follow Raul's gaze and noticed some men in black. While still in shock, some who looked like the curator of the museum came out and bowed to me.
ラウル・アコニット様ですね。どうぞお待ちしておりました。
ああ、無理ってごめんね。今日は一日よろしく。
いえいえ、当然でございますから。では、ごゆっくり館内をご覧ください。
You sound so enthusiastic. The curator bows once more before leaving. I've never seen how Raul acted in public, so I quietly observed. He really is a Sillywood star. He really should work for a museum or something in the mythology department. Raul is more famous than I thought. I didn't realize it due to his constant mythology obsession. Yeah, it kind of kills the mystique of him. If pointed out, I'm sure he would have no problem finding a partner. The problem is what sort of woman he wants to be with. Raul's goal is not getting married. Instead, he wants to learn about love. Finding his perfect preference is key. At the event the other day, he mentioned wanting someone built like an ox. He wants a muscle mommy. He meant that in reference to mythology, not literally. Still, that makes things difficult. He wants someone, bullheaded? Stubborn, I guess? Is what that means. While I was wondering what to do, Raul smoothly wrapped his arm around my waist and tugged me close. Yeah, this dude has no problem with PDA. I look up and saw him smiling brightly at me. He's such a... He's such a... I don't want to say playboy, but he's such a himbo. The arm at my waist was reassuringly strong. I can tell he's comfortable doing this. Yeah, he's a himbo. I thought I was more of an esoteric enthusiast, not an esoteric charming enthusiast. Seems my opinion was quite wrong. With how things are going so far, I think this will be a wonderful day at the museum. Drinking my drink. Or so I thought. Yeah, you're never leaving the mythology area. Oh my gosh.
このオーストラコンには古代ギリシャ語で歌う女神ペレウスの息子の怒りって書かれているんだ。これはやっぱり感動的だよ。
He is in the wrong line of work. Nothing can curb his enthusiasm for mythology. Astrakhan, or a piece of pottery, is getting Raul so excited. I couldn't keep up with his high-speed lecture. He needs to be something involving this. I thought we were supposed to be looking at art, not discussing. Raul has been guiding me to the exhibits for vases, pottery, shards, papyrus. Basically, the unpopular exhibits.
このオーストラコンの出土場所を考えると実際にここにペレウスがいたんじゃないかと。あ、 ペレウスっていうのはアキレスの父なんだけど。
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I'm into this too, so I would
それと
I would fit
この
right
像
in
を
with
見て。
this guy. Like, that's so
これは
cool.
紀元前600年頃に見つかった女神像なんだけど、腕から羽が生えているのわかる？
And like my opinions on this stuff is pretty like, I don't care. You can have your own opinion. I'd be like, cool, okay. You can think that.
実はこの女神は誰だかまだ分かっていないんだけ
I
ど、
would totally mesh
こ
well
れ
with
は
this guy.
結婚の神であるジュノーなんじゃないかと思うんだ。
Him like this, I would mesh well. Juno. After hearing that, I had a realization. But Juno is among the Diconstates? I've never seen her. Huh? I heard that she's fiercely jealous. At least that's what Dad said.
ほら、この像は頭に太陽の円盤がついてるだろ。またジュノーの象徴は松明やリンゴと言われている。それにどことなく服装も
Isn't that-
バチカンのジュノー像と似ているから、これはエジプトに降臨したジュノー神だと思うんだ。
I was gonna say, doesn't that looks more Egyptian than Greek? That feels like a pretty suspect theory.
それと出土場所近くの村に伝わる民謡には山に雷が落ちたというものがあって、それってつまりジュピターの降臨を表すと思うんだ。ジュノーとジュピターはそれぞれ神と女神の最高神だろ。同じ場所にあるなんてすごい偶然だと思わない？
Okay.
ちなみにジュピターの降臨の証拠に2つに裂けた木の絵がパピルスに描かれているんだ。裂けた木は雷が落ちたという意味になるだろう。
I would
しかも
highly
この
enjoy
パピル
this
スを
guy.
よ
I'm
く
not
見て
gonna
ほしいんだけ
lie.
ど、ここに真珠のような奇妙な獣が描かれているんだ。ほら見て。
I like people who enjoy things to this degree. I don't know. I think it's adorable. Raoul points to the drawing of a supposedly divine beast. Oh, that sketch kind of looks a bit like Chi. Speak of the devil, I haven't seen Chi in a while. Wonder if he went with Aunt Minerva last time she popped in. I was so focused on the papyrus that I initially didn't notice Raoul quietly staring at me. I gasped in surprise.
ああ、一つ一つの展示にこんなに時間かけてちゃ全部回りきれないね。ごめん。じゃあそろそろ中世の絵画でも見に行こうか。
We didn't talk, you talked. Right, let's go. Maybe this time we can have a nice museum date, or so I thought. No, he's gonna go off on some tangent again. I like it though. Even though we were looking at art from different eras, Raoul would not stop the myth talk.
俺の考察では、
Hey, there's a
ここの
Venus.
赤色はマーズを象徴していて、あ、見て、あそこにパンクラチオンの像が。
Oh my gosh, yes. I think all this art is because that's Venus. This is what an amazing statue. Yeah. Who knew that a human body could bend and move like this? Was my first thought when I looked at the statue. Yeah, I love these old
それで
statues because like
次はこの有
the
名な絵だ。
marble
見た
work,
ことある？
the
これ
sculptor.
はボッタチェリのプリマド・
Oh,
ベーラ
they're
という
so
絵で
good.
ヴィーナスを描いた絵なんだけど、
Yes, the painting of Venus coming from the sea and yeah. I think the other one is oh, it's Mom. I was looking at that one. I think that's also the Greek gods. Venus is my mother. She's a free spirit, so I imagine she's doing fine. Though I haven't seen her recently. Yeah, I was gonna say I think
それ
that's
でこの逆側を見て。
yeah.
なんとボッタチェリのヴィーナスのボーンもこの美術館に来ているんだ。
Yeah. These are all really cool paintings to see in person.
普
Yeah,
段
this one.
ヴィーナスのボーンはウフィフィ美術館に所蔵されているから、こうしてヴィーナスの絵画を見比べるなんて贅沢許されないんだけど、
Yeah.
ついにこのロサン
So
ヨーク
cute.
に歴史を代表するこの2作が来たんだ。それでどうしても君と一緒にこの
Oh,
絵
well,
を見た
that's
くて。
nice. That's nice of him.
見てよこの贅沢な光景。はあ、最高だ。
Oh, just look at him
こ
nerding
の
out.
2作品が向かい合っている姿を見られるなんて。
So cute. Him nerding out's cute. Raoul's talking a mile a minute again. First it was Botticelli, and now it's and how he met Venus, or was it how he met Neptune? It was Neptune, but it was Minerva. It was Minerva pretending to be Neptune. He went on and on like this for over an hour. Normally you'd go hoarse after talking for so long, but not him. As expected from a Sillywood star, his voice is invincible. Raul showed no sign of stopping as he continued to talk. He would easily find a girl. I'm not even... The stories themselves are interesting to me on a personal level, so I don't mind. See, he just needs to find a girl that's just like, yeah. But for regular women, this would be completely off-putting. As his advisor, I want to match him with someone who likes myths too. Problem is, Raul has his own interpretations. He's got some pretty controversial opinions, like him thinking Neptune is a woman. That's a landmine for other myth buffs. Then again, everyone thinks Cupid's a boy, so I guess I can't come down too hard on him. But even the slightest difference in opinion can lead to a massive divide in the future, especially if someone's passionate. Pairing him with someone who isn't into myths would be cruel, plus Raul most likely wouldn't be interested. His primary goal is to learn about love. It would be pointless if it's someone Raul can't be mildly interested in. Even if I send a Venetian beauty, Raul is probably already used to seeing beautiful women in Sillywood. Beautiful members have top choice, so even as a Sillywood actor, there's a high chance of women wouldn't go for him either. All that's left is...
そんなに熱心にキューピッドの絵を見てどうしたの?
I was like, I'm not even... I can't even...
キューピッドが好き? 前話題に出た時も嬉しそうだったし。
I didn't even notice I was looking at a painting of myself. Huh? Yes? Oh yeah, she's... Yeah, Cupid's up there. Step back to reality, I realized I was staring at a painting of Cupid from Botticelli's Primavera. Right, it's because of our company's name.
そっか。
I'm gonna have to censor this artwork because YouTube.
特にキューピッドとプシケの話とか。
It's such beautiful artwork, though. It's a shame I have to censor it. Back in college, I remember digging into the myth about Cupid and Psyche. It was quite dramatic, so I was very into it. Tell the truth. Talk about what I learned in college, because he's interested. All right, let's do this. All right. Oh, this is the one where Cupid mistakenly pricks his own finger with a love arrow only to fall in love with a human girl. Maybe don't have a blindfold on. That matches the description back when I was brushing up on Cupid in college. It's definitely a baseless story.
そうそう、それだよ、それ。うわ、知ってるんだ。
I love you, Raul.
嬉しいな。
Love how
あのエピソー
into
ド
this is you.
切ないよね。
We got some hearts.
ヴィーナスがその美を妬むほどの美人プシケとキューピッドの恋。しかもキューピッドは神だとバレないように夜の寝室でしかプシケに会わなかったんだよね。でも二人は深い愛で結ばれていて、
that would creep me out, not gonna lie.
俺、愛ってよくわからないけれど、この二人が確かに愛し合っていたってことはよくわかるよ。
Raul seemed so touched by Cupid's psyche? Psych? I don't know. I can't ruin this for him. This might be a good chance to use something relatable to teach Raul about the impactful qualities of love. If Raul doesn't understand the concept of love, then maybe he'll understand if we use something he can sympathize with. I was reflecting on that as Raul continued talking about Cupid. In the end, it took us 5 hours to go on a tour of the museum. Naturally, the tour explained everything. I was the only one who was completely worn out as we left the museum. He needs a enthusiastic girl that just doesn't really care that his thoughts are crazy. I'm so tired. I plopped down on the bench, exhausted to my bones. Raul took a bagel sandwich I bought from a stand inside the museum.
お昼すっかり遅くなっちゃったね。
He didn't even pay for lunch.
議論が白熱するとなかなかお腹も減らないんだよな。
Oh my gosh. I'm starving. I kept that opinion to myself. Instead, I simply accepted the bagel sandwich and took a bite. Oh, this is delicious.
よかった。
Bagel sandwiches are
アンドロシ
delicious.
アにはかなわないと思うけど、ロサンヨークの中ではここのベーグルサンドが一番好きなんだ。
Isn't ambrosia like... Why did he mention ambrosia? That was my initial thought, but I didn't have the energy to voice it. I just devoured the bagel sandwich quietly. I think that ambrosia is supposed to be the food of the gods, but in Celestia there's no hunger and naturally we don't eat anything. Usually they depict it to look like grapes. All of these human realm myths are fascinating to me. So many of them were created from the minds or wishes of humanity. But some of them are actually true.
今日はいい日だな。君と二人でこんな心ゆくまで神話の話ができて。
Say that in nice terms. Yeah. That's nice, but the bodyguards are following us even into the park. Well, that's their job. Yes, they're always there. In fact, they're surrounding us at all times.
マネージャーがつけろって。普段一人で歩くときはいないんだけどね。女の子が一緒だと危ないからって。
They're keeping the press away. That's what they're doing. Thank you.
君は気にしないで。会いたかったのは俺の方だから。
Oh. Raoul smiled beautifully as he rested his hand on my shoulder. You is a player. The myth maniac from earlier was completely gone. In his place was a silhouette star with a brilliant smile. Can I ask you why you always have a facade?
いつもって?
Like during the matchmaking party.
こんな感じじゃなかった?
No. No, you're a completely different person. As soon as I pointed that out, Raoul looked confused. Appears he's not very self-aware. He's a himbo. Could it be that his on-camera personality is who he really is? Maybe that's why his romantic acting is so bad. I can only imagine the stress his agent is feeling. But that must be tough. You have bodyguards watching you. There's no privacy. Do fans try to crowd you?
そうだね。あとは俺のこと嫌いな人とかが急に襲ってきたりするから。
Yeah. Hate you? There are people who hate you?
俺に役を取られた役者さんとか、シンプルに俺が気に入らないお客さんとかね。まあ仕方ないよ。こんな商売だからさ。
Oh my, I see. That must be tough. I apologize slightly for calling him a myth maniac. In the next moment, Raoul stood up.
そうだ。じゃあ一緒にパンクラチョンやろうよ。
No, I really don't. What? You mean the ancient martial art? You mentioned it while in the Parasite house. Plus, he saw a Pankron statue in the museum. I'm not wrestling you, dude. But why so suddenly?
俺、結構パンクラチョン強いんだ。だから普段は一人でも平気なんだよ。それを見せてあげる。ほら、こっち来て。
No, I don't want to wrestle you. Especially in the park. Before I could tell him to hold on, he pulled my arm. You're face to face and over the grass. No, I don't want to. He flashes an innocent smile as he firmly grabs both my arms and then to the ground we go. Oh wait, no. He put me in a submission hold. I'm like, I'm not wrestling with you. No. Ow, 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 ow.
あー、ごめん。加減間違えちゃった。つい本気に。
I'm a girl. I'm a girl that doesn't work out. Leave me alone, Raoul. When he heard me scream in pain, he loosened his grip. I'm left in a rather uncomfortable position to free myself from.
ほら、こうやって上からのしかかられると動けないでしょ。だからいざって時はこうすれば大抵俺が勝つんだ。
It looks like you're beating up somebody. Stop. Okay, I get it. Please let me go.
ダメだよ。君にもこの姿勢を覚えてもらわなきゃ。君もいきなり誰かに襲われる可能性あるでしょ。
Oh my gosh, let go. An everyday citizen isn't going to get attacked that often. I tried to squirm and get away, and Raoul loosened his grip some more, but in exchange... hold on, you're tickling me.
君結構くすぐったいの弱いんだ。
I would try to hit him as hard as possible. His soft giggling breath tickled the back of my neck. It gave me goosebumps. Oh, come on, Raoul, give me a break. Stop. I turned towards Raoul by force and lost my breath. Our faces were really close. I could feel our breaths mingling together and making me go still. His hair brushed against my cheek. That was how close to one another we were. Close up, I could easily see that dashing movie star look. Because Raoul towers over me, I never really noticed how long his eyelashes were. That's the last thing I look at with a guy. You're hurting me, get off. Raoul flashed a smile as he glanced at me. He's tipped his head to the side a little and inched even closer. Wait, is he trying to kiss me? After beating me up? Like putting me in a chokehold? No thanks. I gasped and came to my senses. It's quite obvious that Raoul was trying to kiss me. It was so charming and smooth that I nearly let him, but kissing without love is improper by my standards. I just can't do that. With all my strength, I grabbed Raoul's arm and threw him to the side. Ooh,
No,
good
what?
job, girly. Uh-oh. Before I knew it, Raoul was lying face up on the grass. Sorry, I saw my chance, so I threw you. I walked up to him to make sure he wasn't hurt. But Raoul just jumped up and took my hand. Oh, he's excited.
すごい今の背負い投げは素晴らしかった君
Oh
パ
my
ン
gosh.
クラッションの才能あるよ
You are crazy, man. Excuse me? Didn't you get hurt? Probably not at all.
大丈夫だよ受け身の練習もしてるからさ
He's an action star.
そ
You
れよ
probably
り
get blasted
俺と
around
一緒
all
に
the
パン
time.
クラッチョン習わないそれで一緒にパンクラッチョン大会に行ってよ
No. How about no? Thanks, but no thanks. Even though I refused immediately, Raoul seemed not hear my words due to his eagerness, or he just didn't care. He immediately started a detailed lecture about pancreation itself. I don't know, wrestling. Thus, today's day ended with us at Lost York Park practicing Pantron? I can't say that word. Until the sunset, wrestling. Like, I don't want to. Leave me alone. What a terrible date. It's always a freaking mess. At least he's funny, though. Sorry, I'm trying to drink my drink without... After Alan's practice date, oh my gosh, I could only imagine. I'm exhausted. Oh yeah, Alan's is... My final date was finally over. I was completely exhausted and rolled onto my bed. I started with Gil on Tuesday, then came Owen and the pool. There was also my mythical date with Raoul. Fashion-filled date with Ryuki, and finally the last date with Alan. All of them had their highs, but all of them are weird. There are lots of adjustments that need to be made. Yeah, I bet. Gil is overly attentive. Monsieur S can't stop proxying everything. Raoul would be fine if it weren't for his obsession with myth. Ryuki is lovely, but he thinks he's a 10 and everyone else is a 5. And Alan won't stop flirting. There's also the fact that he prefers women who are already taken. There's much to be desired. Yeah, Ryuki's route's super cute. He's kind of a tsundere, but he's adorable. I'm not confident that the overall situation has improved even 1% this past week. Tomorrow, the second episode of Parasite House will air. Oh.
これから1ヶ月間
Yeah,
彼らは
Bomber
ここで婚活
Chorizo.
トレーニングしてもらう予定
I
さ
wanna date you, dude.
来週にはどんなメンズに成長してるかな
Yeah. Bomber Chorizo. All according to Bomber Chorizo, anyway. I did send them some advice. Naturally, Gil was all fingers and thumbs. And true to himself, Raoul worked in his myths somehow. Of course he did. Ryuki just sent me a beautiful beauty haul list. I just sent my notes to Alan, so he hasn't responded yet. Thankfully, Monsieur S responded instead of his proxy. I'd say that's worth something. I completely understand. I love you, Monsieur S. But his response is unbelievably short. I kind of like that. Well, I looked at Monsieur S's message. I got a response from Alan. What? I was kind of short in my message. Hopefully he takes a hint and reflects on his actions. Nope. I reminded him not to try and bet girls for fun, to keep his hands to himself, and asked him if he really wants to get married. I really hope he would look deep inside himself for a proper response as I opened up the email. Don't expect much. I hope you had as much fun today as I did. If you start feeling lonely and can't fall asleep or just want to spend some time alone with me, come find me. I'll take good care of you. He doesn't get it at all. No, he gets it, he just doesn't care. I feel objectively disappointed by Alan's response. If you think about him being an incubus, it kind of really makes sense. Whatever, I'm going to sleep. I didn't have the energy to respond. Instead, I turned over my smartphone and took out the pillow I was gifted. That amazing pillow. This pillow is like a cloud. If only Chi was here with me. My shoulders go stiff in response to today. I glance around, but Chi is still missing in action. Did she really go back to Celestia? He was always by my side ever since I descended to the human realm. Naturally, I miss him. Plus, I want that electric shock. Probably why he's avoiding you. Maybe I should ask Aunt Minerva about him. How would you get in contact with her? Oh, she has a phone too, right? Drowsiness overwhelmed me. It was impossible to think straight. I sink into the cloud-like pillow and fall asleep. And then Alan sinks into my room because that's the type of person he is. Oh my gosh, that jet's amazing. The next morning, I love it. That's great. That's a beautiful jet. I need a jet like that. Just everyone dressed to the nines and was traveling via Raoul's private jet.
うわーすごい空飛んでるラウルこんなすごい乗り物持ってたんだね
Gil, you're
やっぱ
adorable.
空飛ぶのはロマンだよなわかるやっぱり空はいいよねギガントマキアが起こらないかワクワクするよ
But just Giga Moxiana is supposedly the war between the Diacostes and the Titans over control of the universe. It was one of the stories that Dad talked about a lot. At least I think that's what it was. I wasn't really paying
俺も
attention.
急に車が空飛んだりしないかワクワクするよ
Gil and Raoul gaze out the window with glee. The conversation is a bit nonsensical, but hey, they're getting along. Yeah, they're besties.
自家用ジェットか
Oh, Shelby!
なかなか便利だな私も導入を検討するか
No, you don't need one, Shelby.
みんな
No, you
枕持っ
look
て
great
きたよ
too. I like the
Scout?
fur, the fluff.
あ助かります
携帯加湿器も持ってきたジェットって乾燥するから
Thanks, Ryuki. We can all be all wet. Looks like everyone is getting along better than I imagined. Yeah, they're all getting along great with each other. Excuse me. I wasn't about to do much advising for everyone during our date week, but maybe because of that. Parasite 5 plus 1 seem to be getting along well, still being themselves. Yeah, eccentrics are connected. It's nice when everyone's at ease. If they can keep this up and be capable of talking to women too, we can drop the Parasite from Parasite 5. Have to make sure tonight's broadcast goes off without a hitch. That way the viewers will be behind them all the way. I was hyping myself up inside my mind while I looked at my nails that had been done by Ryuki. See, he's great. I was wearing a frilly skirt that had a bit more flair than I would usually wear. Ryuki decided to match my nails with it. He's so... I don't know, he's great for that. I find it helpful that he does this kind of thing without being asked. But his hurtful words still weigh heavy in my heart. You just kind of ignore him. He flat out said that my nails and skirt didn't match. He even removed my manicure from the shop. Anyway, we're going to a wedding ceremony. Oh, this is gonna be a disaster. I look around at everyone. They're all properly dressed for the occasion. Yeah, they're all so cute. Owen is dressed as usual, but for some reason the president looks more formal than he usually is. Today we're all going to participate in a wedding ceremony. A member kindly invited us out of goodwill. They liked the first episode of Parasite House and really were enamored with the Parasite 5. They're all weirdos. My wedding. That member then reached out to the other bridal advisors in order to invite us to the wedding. Upon getting word of that, the TV producer negotiated a live broadcast of that wedding for the show.
これで今度は間違いなく取れているはずだな。
Yeah. Peter, the assistant director, is also here on the jet.
ちょっと
I
あん
love
た
you.
服すらまともに着られないの
No, apparently not. Ryuki's adjusting Peter's shirt button.
ふむ、なるほど、こうすればいいのだな。助かったぞ、人の子よ。
I love you, Peter. Oh, Peter is just as weird as the rest of the Parasite 5. I'm so worried about the second broadcast. I hope it goes well. So, we were invited to a wedding, so I have to give it my all. I need to get the Parasite 5 hearing wedding bells. If they see the wedding, then they should get bitten by the marriage bug too. I'm certain of it. Well, kind of certain. I don't know. Every time I go to a wedding, I'm like, oh, this is nice, but it looks so expensive. Half of me is anxious, the other half is hopeful. The jet continues soaring through the skies towards the wedding chapel. What is it, like 5 blocks away? And then we arrived at the chapel and freshened up. Thus began the second episode of Parasite House. It's gonna be a nightmare.
はい、ロサンヨークの君たち、チャンネルはそのままパラサイトハウスの時間だよ。番組の司会は前回に引き続き僕、みんなのバンバーチョリソーがお送りします。
I love him so much.
知ってるか？今日はなんとキューピッドコーポレーションの会員の子に結婚式に呼ばれたらしいんだ。
I really wish Bomber Chorizo was a secret route.
素敵な結婚式を見て婚活男子たちはどんな顔をするのか、ぜひ楽しんで見ていってくれよな。さあカメラさん、式場の様子のレポート頼むぜ。
このピーターが責任を持って順番に移していくぞ。
おう、カメラマンさんはピーターっていうのか？ Thank you ピーター。でも返事が来たのなんて初めてだぜ。
Maybe Peter should have stayed quiet. This live broadcast has so many potential pitfalls. Suddenly the camera pans to me. I smile politely and wave. Oh my gosh, I'm not like this. Good evening, everyone. Tonight we are at the wedding chapel located on 18th floor of the Cupid Corporation. We flew to Cupid Corp. Why would we fly? Wasting so much fuel. Oh my gosh.
Wow! Cupid Corporation には結婚式場まであるのかい。
Chapel, but why did we fly there? Such a waste. Yes, our motto is from that fateful first moment to your wedding vows. We support our members from the first meet to I do. We also have a wedding dress boutique located on the first floor. Members can get easy access to a wedding consultation.
そいつは心強い味方だな。じゃあカメラさん、素敵な結婚式場の様子を映してくれるかい？
Just flying everywhere on the jet's bothering me. Bomber Chorizo shouted at the direction, and Peter turned the camera on the bride and groom. Poor guys. Took that chance to check in with the Parasite 5. Immediately, Gil's eyes lit up with joy as he looked at the newlyweds-to-be. That's what you... Alright, well. That's the exact reaction I want from Gil. Now, what about the others? Ellen is just like, I don't know. Almost snapping pictures with his phone. I assume they're from Monsieur S.
なんで白いスーツにあの靴を合わせるわけ？ねえ、不愉快だからコーディネートしてきたいんだけど。
No, I'm sorry, Ryuki. You can't be rude about the groom's fashion at his wedding. It's his wedding. Ryuki was obviously put off by the fashion choices of all the attendees, groom included.
へえ、結婚式のセットか。稽古なのに随分大掛かりだね。ところで結婚といえばジュノーだけれど。
Juno's lazy. Raul already got started on the relationship between marriage and mythology. He still thinks this is just training.
へえ、君既婚者なんだ。
I'll
ちょっ
keep
と
him
ここ
away
で
from the
二
bride.
人きりで話さない？
Alan, we're on TV right now. Control yourself. Alan takes any and every chance to hit on the wedding attendees. Should have like a little shock collar, like, no. The president is already typing up a message.
なるほど。
Okay. At least he's working on his laptop instead of his phone. Still, he's knee-deep in business. President is fine, though. He's in the corner of the room. Still, only Gil is reacting positively to the wedding. Because Jill's...
彼女のウェディングドレス姿早く見て
Never
みたい
mind.
な。できれば俺が。
Oh, Gil. So we're back to talking about her again. It's you, but as usual, everything comes back to her with Gil. After the date week, I recommended a few people to Gil. However, he simply apologized and turned them all down. We'll have to press him on this girl he keeps thinking about. Pretty sure it's Clarice, though. No, it's you. I'll support his desires if it looks like he has a chance, but if it looks like nothing will change, I'll urge him to move on. Clarice has no interest in Gil. While thinking that, I joined in celebrating the bride walking down the aisle. Keep Alan away from the bride. Keep him away from her. He will cause nothing but problems. A few minutes later, everyone moved to the party room for the reception.
さあさあ、ここからはお待ちかねの披露宴だ。
Honestly
ごちそうとケーキ入刀。今日はスタジオにいるこっちは生殺しだぜ。
I love him. Honestly, if there was a dating corporation or whatever that actually did all this, I so would have joined with what little money I have. Anyway.
じゃあカメラマンのピーター君、会場の様子のレポートバッチリ頼むよ。
But dating's such a hassle, man.
任せてくれ。
Hi, Peter. Pete, get that camera right side up.
ね、こちらか。
I freaking love you. Ah!
何？
Go.
すまない、カメラをぶつけたようだ。
Oh, Peter, I love you.
大丈夫ギル？
I'm pretty. Anyway.
うわっとラウル・アコニットが映るだけでスタジオは大騒ぎだ。でも僕は他のメンズも素敵だと思うぜ。
I ship them. No, I'm sorry.
あはは、うん、大丈夫。ありがとう、ラウル。
Hi. You're adorable. Gil and Raul are pleasantly chatting. Yeah, they're friends. At that time, the bride and groom started with their speech, so the camera panned to them. Raul took that chance to whisper something into Gil's ear.
ねえギル、サタンが現れたんだけど、君に助けてもらえない？
What? What are you doing? The devil?
これだよ、このまがまがしいオーラ。
What are we talking about? What? Oh, oysters! Raul pointed at an oyster. Oh, I hate oysters. They're so gross. Pardon, but you said the devil. You mean this oyster?
忘れもしない。今から8年前、ボルトモアへ家族で行った時に俺は会ったんだ。あの地獄の底から這い上がってきたサタンに。
I mean...
俺はこのサタンに襲われ、地獄の苦しみを味わった。
What?
でもその時に神に救ってもらったんだ。
ああ、そういえばラウル苦手だったよね。生牡蠣食べて当たったんだっけ？
How are they
美味
so
しいのに
close?
もったいない。
I heard Gil swept Raul's oyster. Swiped Raul's oyster. Then he tipped it into his mouth. Ugh, I hate oysters. I hate
ありが
oysters.
とう。命の恩人だよ。
I don't know how he got food poison. I just... Alright, you two besties.
俺は生牡蠣好きだから嬉しいよ。ボルトモアにいた頃はよく食べたけど、ロサンヨークに出てから全然食べてないし。
They're both from Baltimore. Oh, come to think of it, Baltimore is Gil's hometown. Baltimore is a port town away from Lost York. I remember him telling me that he came to Lost York to go to college. I look at Gil chewing on the oyster while still fixating on Raul and Ruki. Ugh, I
ラ
hate
ウル
oysters.
こぼしてるよ。ほら、布巾で拭いて。計算員くんもお肉残さないでもっとバランスよく食べなきゃ。
You see why I ship them.
野菜だけで十分だよ。
お肉も大切な栄養分だよ。
Feels like everyone's like mom. It's cute. Gil sounds like someone's mother. Sorry. I don't have a real mother, so I wouldn't know if that's true. Still, he is acting like a stereotypical movie mom. I'm kind of jealous. I want someone I can call mom. You have Venus, I guess. My mom is Venus, goddess of beauty, but she's not really motherly. That's why I've always yearned for a movie mom. Yeah, Venus is kind of
ほら
the...
君、グラス空になってるよ。ほら、このメニュー表から選んで。
she's Aphrodite. So she's kind of yeah. Thanks, mom.
おか
Yeah, that's me.
今ギルのことをお母さんって呼んだ？
Oh my, sorry, Gil. It's just you were acting like a mother, so I couldn't help it.
お母さん、お母さん。それが相手にしてもらえ
Oh,
ない
my
理由
sweet
か。
baby boy.
それでも俺は尽くすことしかできない。
I love you anyway.
それでおかわりはどのドリンクがいい？
Oh, Oh, something non-alcoholic, please. Maybe like a virgin fuzzy navel?
了解。あ、すみません。ファジーネーブル一つお願いします。
Just
はい、かしこまりました。
get a soda at that point. Thank you, Gil.
これくらい大丈夫だよ。
ギル、頑張れ。
Yeah. Alan, you're so hot. Yeah. Yeah.
それではこれからケーキ入刀です。
Screw my
どう
life.
ぞ
This sucks.
皆様お近くでご覧ください。
Woo! Cake cutting. The MC was now announcing the cake cutting.
おう、こいつはご注目だ。はい、パラサイト5。みんな、ちゃんと結婚式を見てるかい？
Oh, God. Peter turns the camera on us when Bomber Teresa spoke. Oh, right, we're in the middle of our show. I can't believe I forgot. I snapped back to reality and turned to look at the Parasite 5. The President and Owen were still working at the moment. The camera is live, you two.
ああ、
I love you, Shelby. The President rose from his seat, smartphone in hand, and moved out of view of the camera. Owen turned his laptop towards the camera and showed the email he was writing.
私はこの結婚式について
Yeah.
クライアントにご報告しておりました。
お世話になっております。本日の報告です。ってめっちゃ事務メールじゃん。っていうか相変わらず本人いないんだね。
I love you, Teresa.
はい、そのために私がおりますから。
代理結婚でもいいぜってお嬢さんはぜひ S 氏を応援してあげてくれ。
I feel like I just want to know what he looks
ところ
like.
で計算員くんは何かを書いてるみたいだけど何してるんだい？
Probably a suit or something. I turned to look and see what Bomber Teresa was talking about. It seems that Ryuki was drawing a croquet sketchbook? I don't know, he was drawing in a sketchbook. He's probably designing a wedding dress or something. Yeah.
違うな。ここは赤じゃなくて。
He's not paying attention. His glove would be all sorts of smudged with ink. Ryuki, what's this?
いい案が浮かんだからデザイン中。今度のうちの新作にするよ。
Ah, I like his.
それって、ここは折り返して。あ、裏地は紫もいいな。
Purple would be a good color. Ryuki continued the sketch while taking inspiration from the outfits around him.
ふーん。あの人、あのスーツにあの柄のネクタイ合わせたんだ。
Ah, he found someone who kind of knows
結構
fashion.
いいコーディネートじゃん。
Breaking news, Ryuki has actually complimented somebody who sells the style. Who? Originally, I whispered that to him. Ryuki probably pointed in a specific
あの人が
direction.
着てるやつ。あれ、
Ah,
実
that's
は
why.
僕が作ったスーツなんだよ
He's
ね。
like, I complimented it because it's my design. What? Really?
僕が
He is
作
a
ったス
designer.
ーツ？計算員くんがあのスーツを作ったのかい？
Yes, he is a designer. Absolutely. Ryuki-kun is the creative designer for our Yuki brand.
ああ、その店俺知ってるよ。7番街にあるよね。
Yep.
わお！その若さで店を持ってるって、そいつはすげえよ。
He's just kind of a workaholic and a
ぜひ僕
perfectionist.
の服も仕立ててもらいたいぐらいだぜ。ってことで、どうだい？計算員くん？
今いいところだから黙って。
It's like, shut up.
ストイックなボーイ。
I love him. That's what I like about him too.
それではブーケトスです。結婚したい皆さんどうぞ前へ。
Isn't that usually for women to line up? The men get
ブー
the.
ケトスが来た。行かなきゃ。
I thought only women do the bouquet and then men get the garter. Or is that just the weddings I go to? While Ryuki was still sketching, Gil frantically got up and dashed over to the crowd of women gathering there. Yeah, I was like, it's usually just the women. Oh, Gil. While in the midst of the crowd, Gil jumped for the bouquet, but took a tumble. Oh, you're so... Gil. Naturally, Peter got the perfect shot of the entire flop. Yeah, poor Gil. Every viewer in Los York saw Gil fall flat on his lovelorn face. Aw. Some people would like to go, aw. The rest of the wedding was thankfully uneventful. Poor Gil. With that, the second episode of Parasite House came to a peaceful end. At least it wasn't chaotic. They all were kind of chill for the most part. I'm exhausted. Upon returning to the share house, I collapsed onto the sofa.
大丈夫？今ハーブティー入れるから。
Thanks, Gil. I'd be like, no, not really.
お母さんじゃなかったの？
That was an accident. Let that go.
大丈夫？疲れが取れるようにゼウスとヘラ、ジュピターとジュノーのことね。二人の喧嘩話、読み聞かせしようか？
No. Hard pass, Raul. I roll around on the sofa while looking at some reactions to today's broadcast. Let's see. Let's try Parasite. Hashtag Parasite House. Ryuki's just too adorable. Boys are so cute when they try and act all serious. That's Ryuki of Keisain, right? Does he have anything to do with that fashion brand Keisain? Wait, is Ryuki related to the actual founder of Keisain? That's all I want my boyfriend to wear. I'm really interested in him. Wow, it's like 99% Ryuki. Yeah, he kind of took the spotlight there. It seems that everyone swooned over how he looked when drawing up a design. They're all talking about how cute he is or how they want to baby him. Some of them are even asking him to step on them. But this is really good considering how popular Ryuki will become. I hope I can make a match for him soon. Alright. Look, Ryuki, you're trending. Everyone really likes you. It's like, I don't care. The parasite in question glanced at the smartphone screen, then went back to... Stop misting me. He misted me again.
そんなの見る前にやることあるでしょ?
No, this is my job, Ryuki. Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'll go remove my makeup and do my nighttime skin routine.
あとパックも。
Yes, that too. Yes, sir. Ryuki glared at me, so I put down my phone and dashed to the sink. As always, Ryuki is doubly strict on people who don't put beauty before all else. Still, since our date the other day, he seems a lot more mild. His missed attack hasn't changed, but he at least is more helpful now. Previously, he just ignored my presence. The fact that he's paying attention to me is a major step forward. Of course, I'm sure I'm leagues away from making a match for him. He still has a long, long, long way to go. But in this moment, I really thought we were making progress. You are. They all like you. In different various ways. Pride of man. Bum bum bum. So jealous. I would love this room. Except for the red is not a good color to have in your room because it's not very calming. Anyway, yes. A few days after the last episode, I have taken interior design classes before too. Red is a terrible color to put in your room. So it overstimulates your mind or whatever. Or something like that. It's not a calm color. You need calm colors in your room, bedroom. Alright.
ああ、ありがとうギル。
よろしく。
この洗剤でお願い。肌に優しいから。
Okay. Hang on, I got a puppy need something. I'll be right back. Alright.
ありがとうございます。ラブ
Thank
ク
you,
ラフトさん。
Gil. This is why I
社長
call
が
you
気に
mom.
かけてハウスキーパーでも入れようかとお話しされていましたが。
平気平気。
Yeah, yeah.
俺結構家事好きだし、彼女の前でいいとこ見せたいし。
Gil, you're so ridiculous. She knows you can do this already.
彼女？
なんでもないよ。とにかくみんな行ってらっしゃい。
Thanks a bunch, Gil. Thanks, Mom.
稽古終わったら帰るから。
Bye, Raul. It seemed like everyone was getting used to daily life in the house. Well, you've been living together for almost, what, 2 weeks? I guess things have a way of working themselves out. As I walked to the office as usual, I thought more about the daily lives of Parasite 5. Because of my date week, I'd been doing most of the work remotely. It's been a while since I've spent time at the office. I would love to work remote. That'd be great. Today I got an interview with the local magazine about Parasite House. I guess I should give Lost York TV the credit they deserve. The response to Parasite House has been pretty amazing. Cupid Corp membership has seen a huge jump, and all the negative press from before has been dying down. Players' System Development Department has also been managing an official Parasite House blog. They're busy. They've mostly been posting everyday life sort of stuff, but people seem to really be enjoying it. Parasite 5 deserves some of the credit too, of course. So, to thank them, I need to put all of my effort into finding them wives. That's what they want. Raul doesn't want to get married, he's just doing this for a part. I arrived at the office and stood waiting for the elevator. After a second, I realized someone was standing right next to me. Ah, Mr. Snail, good morning. I love Shelby. Oh! Wrong button.
ああ、おはよう。今日は出社日だったか。
I do work here. So. He was composing an email even while talking to me. He was gone before I woke up, so I hadn't seen him since the night before. Oh, well, I've got an interview with the local magazine. They want to talk to me about Parasite House.
ほう、そうか。ところで、パラサイト5の方はどうだ？
Better prepare that promotion, Mr. Snail. Well, they've got a bit of a reputation, so it's not exactly smooth sailing just yet. I've mainly been trying to understand their preferences better and introduce them to good potential matches. For example, Gil should avoid girls that remind him of his ex, so I'm focusing on girls that are opposite of Claris. And Monster S is the prestige parasite, so I've been recommending girls that may be eager to dedicate herself to his success. For Raul, I tried introducing girls who are into mythology, but apparently he already knows all of them. Yeah, and he's not on good terms with any of them either.
ああ、この子たちにわかで全然神話好きじゃないよ。多分俺がパラサイトハウスに出てるからわざと神話好きって書いたんじゃない？
Okay. Yeah. So of course he rejected that one too. Yeah. It's like, oh, I know her. Ryuki didn't show the least bit of interest in any of the photos I showed him. Though I picked out some of our most attractive members, but he couldn't have cared less. As for Alan, are they dating someone? Are they married?
へえ、可愛い子だね。会ってみようかな。
Only if she's dating someone. Right? Right. When he talks like that, it makes me nervous. I insisted on coming to their meetup, and right away he asked if she has a boyfriend. Ultimately, she was the one who turned him down. Gil had an excuse for every single one. This one isn't quite his type. That one is just a little too young, stuff like that. And then we can go on Ruki's route. He's 19. To be honest, I'm kind of at a loss right now, but I'm not about to give up yet.
そうか、頼もしいな。
Hmm.
しかし、一体彼らの何がダメなんだ？地位も家柄もルックスもいいだろう。
It's their personality. That's the problem. Right, but that's not the issue. The fact is, it seems like none of them have any interest in actually getting married.
我が社の会員なのにか？
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's like none of them are in a hurry, so they're not taking any of this seriously. Well, Ryuki's 19 and he didn't sign himself up. His grandma did. We've had members whose parents forced them to join and things like that, so they had no interest, but never anything as bad as Liz.
S 氏は切実だと聞いたが。
Yeah, but it's hard to match someone up if you can't see what he looks like. I get the sense that he does feel pressure to get married, but he doesn't actually want to, so it's difficult. Feels like he treats getting married like applying for a license or earning a certificate or something.
そうか。
I love you, Shelby.
なるほど。確かにそうかもしれないな。
I love you, Shelby. Also, this is just my opinion, but they all have pretty fulfilling lives, so they might not see any point in getting married.
なるほど。つまり皆を結婚する気にさせればいいということだな。
Because if you don't... Right, but even then, that still might not be enough. They still need to deal with their parasite personalities. Otherwise, that'll be a constant obstacle. If they can fix that, only then can I be confident saying things will turn out okay.
お前から見てどうなんだ？女性として彼らは魅力的ではないのか？
Yes. They're all cute. Absolutely not. Would immediately reject every one of them.
お断り？先ほど地位も家柄もルックスも
Yeah, but
申し分ないと言っていたはずだが。
But I'm stuck with the person, so I have to see them and their personality, and it's just no. Generally speaking, sure, but status and looks aren't what matter to me.
興味ない？一体なぜ？
I mean, I still would like to be physically attracted to them, but even the physically attractive people have crap personalities. I lose interest immediately. Well, because I don't think that's where a person's value comes from. That's on the inside that matters most. Plus, everyone gets old and ugly anyway. And your eyes start to go bad and you can't see them anymore anyway. That's what I learned back in Celestia. Relationships based on status, looks, family, things like that, they always end poorly. Of course, those things can still lead to true love, but it usually relies on coming to love what's on the inside too. Yeah. Yep. I mean, those things can have value when looking for a partner, but if that's your focus, I don't think you'll reach your goal. Not for very long. Like, if I went out with Gil, he'd just compare me to his lost love forever. And I might never even meet Monsieur S. Honestly, I would be fine with that type of relationship. Give me money and I am fine. I don't have to see you ever. Sounds horrible. Ryuki wouldn't acknowledge me without my makeup, and Raoul would spend every waking second talking to me about mythology. Honestly, that wouldn't bother me because it just means that he wants to talk to me about something that he enjoys and is passionate about, which would actually make me feel good. That's why I'm fine with Raoul's personality. Even, well, his parasite personality, I guess. Alan, meanwhile, was so completely out of the question in every way possible, but I didn't want to get into that with the president. Yeah, I'd be like, part of all Alan needs is for someone to be in an open relationship with him, and he would be peachy or be in one of those can I even say it on YouTube? One of those cucking relationships. You know, where the other guy's just fine with his girl sleeping with another dude. You know, that's the relationship he needs. And you can find those. I think they have websites for those. Anyway, part of our company's terms of service is that anyone who has no genuine desire to get married will be removed from the program. Still, as long as there are members, I have to keep fighting for them. As a god of love, in order to earn my promotion, I intend to see every one of the Parasite 5 get married.
そうか。
Yeah.
頼んだぞ。
Okay, just then the elevator arrived and a mass of people stepped out. That was a long elevator. Our conversation about Parasite 5 had come to a natural end, so we got on the elevator. We stood in silence. Yeah. Not very nice to hear that about yourself, huh?
興味ないか。
Oh, Shelby. Once I was by myself, I thought about our conversation.
まさか地位に興味がないという女性が存在しているとはな。
No.
だが普通人間は地位に惹かれるはずだ。
The person who's marrying the person of lower status? Just saying. Every piece of media in the world confirmed that fact. Movies, novels, in every case, people of status were the popular ones. Within our company, the ones who find partners the fastest are always of higher standing.
だから私は間違っていない。 私がやるべきは地位を高め維持すること。
I mean...
人は地位しか見ていない。結局最終的に選ばれるのは
Yeah, but you're single.
地位ある人間のみなのだから。
But no one likes someone who's obsessed with status, unless they're gold diggers. But who knows?
それでは今日はインタビューよろしくお願いいたします。
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Let's go. Sitting in the conference room, I exchanged pleasantries with the interviewer and editor from Gossiper Weekly. They want to do a special feature about Parasite House, and they're going to promote Cupid Corp along with that.
見てますよ、パラサイトハウス。すごく面白い番組ですよね。 ラウル・アコニットの意外な素顔も見られて
Get to see how much of a weirdo he is. I'm glad you like it. She mentioned Raul's other side, but boy, if only they knew. But I just smiled and kept my mouth shut.
それでは早速御社のシステムについてお伺いさせてください。
Of course. So everyone who joins Cupid Corp is assigned their own personal bridal advisor. I launched to the same explanation I would give any new member. Our revolutionary Cupid system creates a detailed member database that makes suggestions based on each person's profiles. We offer group events, casual cafe chats, and lots of other ways to meet potential mates, all tailored to the member's personality. We also have a wedding chapel on site, which helps to remind everyone why they're here and amplify the entire process. Plus, it's probably good to
結
have a
構し
place
っかり
to
と
do the
サポ
wedding
ートして
without,
くれるんですね。
you know,
婚
looking
活って
a
もっ
nice
と
venue.
放置されるものだと思っていました。
Our members are our top priority. Our slogan is from your first encounter to your final vows, and we're committed to that goal. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm selling this. I said that
キュー
so
ピッド
much.
コーポレーションがこの忙しいロサンヨークのビジネスパーソンたちに人気なのもよくわかる気がします。それでは次はキューピッドコーポレーションの創設者であるシェルビー社長についてお伺いしたいんですが。
Yeah.
お宅の社長さんすごい愛妻家ですよね。前にどっかのウェブの記事で奥さんとの日々について話されていたの読みましたよ。
I'm gonna zoom in. Whoa, that's too close. Never mind. Whoa! There we go. Sorry. Right, I believe I saw that article. Sorry to jump scare you guys. I didn't mean to zoom in that much. Ah, crap. She must be talking about that article with the picture of the back of my head. I hope that doesn't cause trouble. I decided I should probably talk to him about that after the interview. I thought more about what that article had said. He talked about his daily life with his wife, how they decide what to eat, what they do on their days off. But with what I know about Mr. Snail, it's hard to imagine him living that kind of life. Because he's lying. Doesn't have days off. The more I get to know him, the more I have to wonder how accurate his public persona really is. It's fake. I mean, the man described in that article seemed really excited and energetic, which is kind of odd. Said how much he loved his wife, which is great, but I just couldn't imagine him saying all that stuff with a straight face. The article also mentioned how he values the time he spends with his wife, but he's been at the Parasite house this whole time. And whenever I see him, all he's doing is writing work emails. Is it really okay for him to be spending so much time away from home? Because he has no wife. There's no home to go to. Suddenly, I felt the temperature in the room drop. A cold wind tugged at my clothes, and I realized... Huh? This feeling. It's the exact same feeling I used to get when another god would pass close by me in Celestia. I glanced around but didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I guess it was just my imagination. Or
どう
they're
かされ
invisible.
ましたか？
Sorry, yes, everything's fine. I gave my head a small shake to clear my mind and turned my focus back to the interviewer. That feeling of a godly presence lingered. Yeah, someone's watching us from not so far away. A few days later, it was time for the next episode of Parasite House. Mama.
みんな準備はいいか？
Yep.
はい。
Yeah. We've reached the third episode and everyone seemed to be getting into the flow of things by this point. Everyone's been so much more relaxed lately. Life's been good at the share house, so I think today's episode should go smoothly. Unless
で
someone
は
screws
中
it
継
up.
が始まるぞ。
Hi. Yeah, hi, Peter. Hi. Ah!
はい、ロサンヨークの君たち、チャンネルはそのままパラサイトハウスの時間だよ。番組の司会は前回に引き続き僕、みんなのボンバーチョリソーがお送りします。今日のテーマは家事だということで、パラサイト5に家事をやってもらうよ。それではパラサイトハウスで行ってみよう。はい、パラサイト5たち元気かい？
はーい、元気だよ。
お、いいね。ところでラウルは何持ってるんだい？
今日のテーマは火事でしょ。だから俺の考えるアンブロシアを作ってみようと思ってさ。
Ambrosia, just get some grapes. I'm pretty sure Ambrosia's not supposed to be that dark, and definitely not that thick. I thought it was supposed to be grapes.
ああ、やっぱり栄養素たっぷりの食材で作れば
Oh,
それっ
that
ぽ
sounds
くなるか
disgusting.
なと思ってたんだけど、途中から違うかなって。
Pearl just stood there with a goofy grin on his face as he stirred his bubbly concoction. Oh god. Ryuki snatched a container and poured it down the sink, then turned on the garbage disposal as if to emphasize his disgust. I love your Ryuki.
ああ、アンブロシアが。
はあ、せめて食材無駄にするならパックに使えるもの作ってよ。
Yeah, just cut some cucumbers to cover your eyes so you
今
can get
の
masks.
泥パックっぽくてよくなかった？
あ
Yeah,
んなの肌につけたら荒れるに決まってるよ。
yeah, it would ruin your no. Let's check in on Gil. I believe he's working on a really amazing dish right now. Follow me. I guided Peter over to Gil. When he saw me coming, his eyes lit up.
すごい料理だなんて照れるな。今作ってるからもうちょっと待ってね。実は昨日から下ごしらえしてたんだ。
Yesterday.
もしかしてギルは料理男子ってやつかい？
いや、そこまでじゃ。
He said that, but at the same time, he was seasoning a perfectly cut piece of meat and working on another dish at the same time.
それでこの下味をつけたら本当は一晩寝かせるんだけれど、こちらにすでに用意したもの
What
が
are
あ
we
り
doing?
ます。
Having a cooking show? You don't need one already prepared.
これ料理番組だっけ？
Exactly. I have another one already made in the oven. Let me go get that.
この下味をつけておいた魚でアクアパッツァを作るね。
Sorry, I heard sakana. And I read that as pizza, so it was like aqua pizza. Ew. Fish on the pizza. No thanks. For some reason, Gil winked at me as he said that. Like, okay. Is he trying to advertise his cooking skills or something? I don't know. He's hitting on you. I made a mental note to jot that down later. As I was thinking about that, someone bumped into me from behind. Oh no. Ah!
あ、すみません。
Owen! Owen, are you okay? As I turned around, I saw Owen holding a plate with nothing on it but a single jelly drink.
いえ、私も一応代理として家事をと思いまして。
Owen, a jelly drink is not cooking. Owen, you can't just put a jelly drink on a plate and call it cooking.
え？
That's not cooking. No. Oh. Owen and Mr. Snail both looked equally surprised. Apparently, they seriously thought this counted as cooking. Mr. Snail loves that jelly drink, and his wife probably cooks for him, so he's never had to think about it. Oh my gosh, you're driving me nuts. After getting over that shock, I looked over to see Alan lounging on a nearby couch. Alan, get your butt up here. Alan, aren't you going to cook something? Get up.
ああ、俺実は料理って自分で作ったことないんだよね。
Oh my gosh, okay.
自分で作ったことない？
自分一人だと面倒で作らないし、それに大抵、女の子がいつも作ってくれるからさ、必要ないでしょ？
No. Alan looked directly at the camera and unleashed one of his disgustingly sweet smiles.
色男だね。でも手を出したらやけどしそうだぜ。
If I dated someone like that, I'm just ordering pizza. I'm like, screw you, I'm not cooking for you.
やけどよりも体を熱くしてやるよ。だから、俺の家はいつでも料理を作ってくれる女の子大歓迎だよ。
Teresa, please.
自分で作ればいいじゃないか。
Yeah, just cook yourself, man.
はあ？ギル君は女の子に作ってもらうの反対派？
Well, Gil seemed surprisingly annoyed by Alan's matter-of-fact question.
そりゃそうだよ。男は女の子に尽くすのが一番だって思ってる
I
からね。
mean, it's a partnership. You should help each other.
でもさ、それってエゴじゃない？
どういう意味だよ。
Ooh. So in my household growing up, my parents had this thing where whoever cooks doesn't have to do dishes, and whoever didn't cook had to do the dishes. So if my mom cooked, my dad did the dishes, and if my dad cooked, then my mom did the dishes. So it's kind of just a partnership, and you equally share in the responsibilities. Like my dad knows how to do his own laundry because my mom's not gonna, you know. So it's called being a partner and being teamwork. That's how my family has always been. So, anywho.
君が良かれと思ってやってる家事ってさ、本当に女の子が望んでいるものだって思ってる？
Saying Gil, I like the house husband type thing, but I like if Alan was more of like the house husband in this type of thing, I would like his character more, because I like red flag on the outside but total green flag on the inside type of characters. But Gil is just overly clingy. I don't know. His thing's not. I mean, I like him, but he's just kind of. In reality, I wouldn't like it.
だから尽くしてもらうし、シェアするんだ。
I would want him to let me do some stuff too. It would drive me nuts.
やってもらっておいてそんな態度ないだろ。
Of course, I don't like Alan's point of view either, where I have to do
俺の
everything.
家事にみんな満足してるはずだ。そうだよね。
Well,
正直洗濯物の扱いは雑だよね。今あんたが着てるその服も本当は陰干し必須だけど、
that's true.
やってないから若干色が抜けてるし。
Could have said something, Ryuki.
それは。
Do feel bad for him. They're all attacking
相手
him
の
live.
100% 望む家事なんて誰にもできやしない。それに尽くすのが好きだって女の子もいるんだよ。
Like my mom.
君は知らないのかもしれないけど。
Back dishes. My mom has to put the dishes in the dishwasher a certain way. So even if everyone loves the dishes, she'll go in and rearrange the dishes. It drives me nuts. When I was growing up, it drove me nuts. Also, growing up, we didn't like how we all did our laundry differently. So when I was in middle school, high school, I was doing my own laundry. All of us were, boys included. Because we just don't like how each other did ourselves, so we just kind of did ourselves.
俺はよく料理を食べてもらえて幸せって言ってもらってるよ。
Always say thank you for the food even if you don't like it.
男の役目じゃない？
Yeah.
でも
I've always dated guys that cooked for me and I cooked for them.
絶対ダメだよ。
Date people who do that.
女の子の立場に立って。
それがエゴだって言ってるんだよ。女の子によって欲しいものは違う。それをちゃんと考えて尽くさなきゃただの押し付けだ。今日の料理だって作りすぎじゃない？これを女の子に出したらさすがに惹かれるよ。
I mean, depends. If it was like a special occasion, then no.
でもネットで女子が好きな食べ物ランキングの上位5つを作ったつもりだけど。
こんな太りそうな料理が人気なの？だからみんな偏差値が低いんだよ。
I love you, Ryuki.
太りそうな料理？そんなことないよね。君はこれ好きだよね。
It's like he's a sad puppy right now, and I feel really bad. Bill was practically pleading with me. I looked at all the food he'd made and decided to respond as his advisor. Well, to be honest, the calorie count does concern me, and you made so much, even everyone here couldn't finish it all. Yeah, just...
Soんな.
Some girls like to eat a lot, but... and a lot of whatever, but... I don't eat a lot. So it would make me feel very uncomfortable if you made a ton of food and I'm like, I can't eat this. I have no calorie whatever, but I don't eat a lot.
君のために作ったなんて女の子に言ってごらんよ。
Yeah, it
プレッ
does.
シャーだぜ。
I really hate siding with Alan on a lot of things, but I kind of do with the food thing.
でも俺はただ喜んでもらい
It's
た
called
くて
being overbearing. You can do it in like a loving way, and you can just be a douchey way. But oh my gosh, Gil, you're a little
その気持
much.
ちがプレッシャーなんだよ。ゲルはさ、自分のテクニックに自信がないから家事して許してもらおうって思ってるんじゃない？
Woo!
はあテクってそんなもんどうでもいいじゃん。
She'll leave you for her boyfriend.
それは重要だと思うよギル。
Yeah.
ラウルまで。
You're my friend. You're supposed to be on my side, Raul.
信じられないなら彼女で試してみようか。気持ちいい夢を見せてくれる男と一方的に尽くしてくる男のどっちがいいって。
Well, that's all dependent on what she's into. Some women would love to have a subservient guy. Puppy dogs. That's why we all have different tastes.
くそ、そんなこと言うならさぞや立派なもん持ってるってことだよな。
What? Woo!
もちろん。
No!
疑
Keep
う
the
なら
pants
見せ
on, we're on
てや
TV.
ろうか。君も見せることが条件でだけど。
No, we're on TV. Keep the pants
望
on.
むところだ。
No, go upstairs. Go upstairs. Well, wait. As quickly as I covered Peter's camera with both hands, I heard the sounds of undressing from behind me. Keep the clothes on.
どうだ立派だろ。
へえ。
Gil.
思ってたよりでかいんだ。せっかく立派なもん持ってるならなおさらそっちで奉仕すりゃいいのに。
Gil, we are live.
俺は女の子とは真摯に向き合いたいんだ。体の関係とかは両思いになって順序を踏んでやりたいし。
Science is great, but if the technique is lacking, it's absolutely horrendous and awful. Oh, Gil, put your clothes back on.
俺のはどう？
No, keep the clothes on.
ラウルまで脱がないでよ。しかも俺よりでかいし。
They can still hear the sound even with the covering of the camera.
汚いの見せないでくれない？
It's like,
じ
dude.
ゃあ君のは綺麗ってこと？
Oh my gosh, please no. No! Leave him alone!
勝手に脱がすなよ。別に見られて困るもんじゃないけど。
We're on TV! Stop!
おい
Stop!
お前たち何を。
Shelby, help
シ
me.
ェルビーも見せてよ。実は初回の時に思ってたんだけどシェルビーの裸って古代ローマの彫刻みたいでいい
Oh
よ
my
ね。
gosh. No, Shelby!
おいやめろ。
ラウル、俺も古代ローマの彫刻みたいだよね。
Why do you care what Raul wants? Gil. He's not your boyfriend. Oh.
なんとか言ってよ。
You're skinny, man.
っていうかサイズよりやっぱテクニックじゃない？
So yeah, it's about the technique, yes.
アランが見せろって言ったんだろ。
Should have gone upstairs. Upstairs, Gil.
俺は見せてやろうかって言っただけで別に見せてほしいなんて一度も言っ
Well,
て
we
ないけど。
haven't seen yours yet. Now, how we, Alan? Oh my
ちょっ
gosh.
と誇り立てないでよ。
Don't wrestle when you're naked, guys.
ふむ、サイズというのは男にとって大切なものなのか初めて知ったぞ。
Peter, please no. We
私のも
don't.
見てもらうとしようか。
Peter, please stop. Peter, no, do not take off your clothes. And don't move the camera or you show everything. Just stop moving. God.
わお、なんかのミスで中継が切れちゃったぜ。通信状況が悪かったのかな？
I freaking love these psychos. uh,
じゃあ仕方ない。あとまだ15分あるけど、通信状況が復活するまでこの
difficulties.
処理層が
technical
お
difficulties.
相手だ。
いやー、それにしてもみんなからは立派にそれぞれ女の子を大切にする気持ちが伝わってきたね。さすが婚活男子。それで
At least they're showing this at midnight so the kids aren't watching it. Oh my gosh, I think it was midnight, maybe it's noon, I don't know.
というわけで僕としては一番大事なのはハートかなと思うわけで。
Oh my gosh.
もう15分経った
I forgot
番
about
組終わ
that.
り
No.
わお、中継復活できないまま終わっちまったぜ。テレビの前のみんな Sorry。でも次回はきっと素敵な回になると思うよ。
Yeah, that'll be fun.
みんなぜひ来週も楽しみにしてくれよな。ボンバー はチョリソーでした。
Bye. Bye, Bummer Retreat. Our poor girl saw more than she wanted to.
バカな奴らめ、自滅していった。
Hi, Dad. We
こ
cannot
れで
tell
早
this.
期は我らにやってきた。今こそ痛い目を見せてやる。
We all know who that is. Oh my gosh, his silhouette doesn't hide anything. Oh my gosh.
そんなんだからギルはお母さん止まりなんだよ。
Oh my gosh, poor Gil.
うっさいな。
Put your clothes
俺の
back
ことは
on.
放っておけよ。
Stop fighting, nude. Hey guys. The live broadcast just had ended, but the arguing was far from over.
ラグナロクみたい。
I'm at least happy you're
だ
having
か
fun,
ら
Raoul.
そういうコンプレックスを隠して女の子が望まないことしてるからいつまでも失恋パラサイトなんだよ。
I mean, he's
女
not...
の子の気持ちを無視した略奪パラサイトには言われたくない。少なくとも俺は。
Gil, calm down. Hey, knock it off, both of you. I slammed my hand down on the table and yelled as loud as I could. They finally stopped arguing, although they were still naked. Except for Alan, he's still...
いつから君
I've been here the whole time, Gil. I've been here the whole time, and the show's over. In case any of you care.
あ、本当だ。俺たちの全裸地上波乗っちゃった？
Yes. Luckily for you, I managed to cover the camera. Now I need you all to put your clothes on and sit down. She has to act like mom now. I glared at them as they sheepishly got dressed. Gil looked especially embarrassed, but made an effort to look at me. Put your clothes on.
ごめん。
Mm-hmm. Just sit down, Gil.
はい。
Go. He did as I asked, and I just folded my arms across my chest and continued to glare at them. Parasite 5, listen up. None of you have any desire to get married, and none of you care about the feelings of the women around you.
俺はだ
Now,
って
shut up, Gil. Gil, you've always got to go too far without thinking about the other person. You need to think about her and get some perspective. Yeah, I know, you're gonna cry. Alan, enough of the one-night stands. Unless you show some desire to get married, we're going to revoke your membership.
俺は夢を見させるって言っただけな
Shut
んだ
up,
けどな。
Alan. I don't care. We all know what that's a euphemism for.
というかそのごめんね。
I'm not
君の
talking to
前で
you.
脱いだりして変なもの見せちゃったというか。
I'm not talking to you, Gil. That's not what I'm mad about. I don't care about seeing someone naked.
え、興味ない。
No, I don't care. Okay. The heart of the problem here is... Chi. Hi, Chi. Where the crap have you been? I couldn't remember the last time I'd seen Chi, and then all of a sudden he just appeared out of nowhere. Was he locked in a room? Chi, what? Wait, what is it? My cell phone? Chi. What? My phone was on the table and Chi was desperately circling around it. I decided to investigate. It's probably chaos online. Oh, there's a flood of comments coming in. Earlier, I searched Parasite House on Instagram, and left the app open. Now I was staring at a wall of awful comments. Yeah. Damn, that was raunchy. Don't they realize children would have been watching? Who the heck is in charge of Cupid Core anyway? Everyone in the house is super attractive, but they're also dumb as hell. I think I'm done with this show. I would still watch it. This is hilarious. I just want to see Raoul, but he's not getting any screen time at all. This sucks.
炎上
Who would... They film at night, and it's live, so what kid is up at night? You guys stripped naked. This is really bad. Scrolling through the comments, I saw nothing but negativity. Even Raoul's diehard fans were upset. Then his agent called. Hello, this is Betty. Ah! I didn't make him do nothing. Well, that's why there's usually a delay on TV shows. I'm very sorry.
映画の出演を控えていて大切な時期なんです。妙なイメージがつくようでしたら今後の出演は取りやめますから。
I don't know who would be upset about this. Maybe I'm just... I don't know. Of course, I really am sorry. I promise nothing like this will happen again. I need to... You know how Raoul is. She hung up. I glanced over at the Parasite 5. They're still sitting and looking appropriately ashamed.
まあそのなんていうか大人げなかったことは謝るよ。ごめんギル。
いや俺もちょっとカッとなっちゃってごめん。確かにエゴの押し付けだ
Should have gone upstairs.
そうだね。
Oh my gosh.
ごめんなさい。
I mean, Ryuki is the one who didn't
でも
wanna...
押し付けもたまにはいいんじゃない？
Raoul could have kept his clothes on.
他人の押し付けがなければこういうご飯食べることないし。
Huh? Raoul has slipped out of my little lecture and was eating a plate of Gil's food. Oh, excuse me, I wasn't done talking.
でもちょうどさっきオーブンが鳴ってたし、この料理も出来たてでしょ？食べないと冷めちゃってもったいないじゃないか。
Not gonna lie, I probably would have done the same thing. I'm like, well, she's on her phone, so I'm just gonna sneak on out and grab some food and come back. Raoul continues to eat completely unfazed. He knows that he's not interested in marrying. I felt slightly listless seeing him so relaxed, but he had a point. It wouldn't be right to let that cooking go to waste. Fine, we're gonna eat. Sigh. Oops. Fine, let's eat for now. We can't tackle the comment section on an empty stomach. I didn't think it would be good to eat such a caloric meal right now, but fighting commenters means having a hearty meal. Plus, part of me just wants to give in to stress eating, so I sat down next to Raoul to join him. Gil had been preparing this dish since last night, so naturally it was superb. I mean, yeah. Afterwards. I don't know what to do right now. After taking a bath and freshening up, I looked at the office Parasite house block and brainstormed. I thought about going on the defensive, but I couldn't find the right words. If I say the wrong thing, it could cause a scandal. What do I do? Shouldn't you have a... Yeah, PR team? PR is best in moments like this, but it's already late at night. Even if I reach out, I can't get a response until tomorrow, so just leave it to tomorrow. It's terrifying to let things get away from you, so I don't feel like sleeping. Someone put a cup down next to my laptop. I looked up and see Gil standing there.
さっきはごめん。ハーブティー入れたんだ。よければ飲んでもらえるかな。
I mean, Gil, you could have not stripped in front of the camera. Thanks.
さ、ブログ俺に書かせてもらえない？
You're a writer, so you should know how to write stuff. Go for it, I guess. Huh?
それ、今日の炎上についてのブログを書いているんだよね。
Just need to make a
なら、
statement, I guess.
書きたいなって思って。元はといえば俺のせいで炎上したわけだし、俺からの言葉の方がきっといいと思うんだ。
Are you sure?
うん。今はフリーエディターだけど、本当はライターを夢見てたから、文章を書くのは好きなんだ。
Well, you are a freelance writer, so okay. Come to think of it, he did say something about that. He's a freelance writer. While we were in college, Gil often talked about writing down his thoughts and emotions. Let's not let him do it alone. I feel like I should write the post as the Cupid Corp employee. After all, Gil sparked all the comments. I'm still worried.
やっぱり信用ないか。
No, that's not it. Please, you write the post. I just want to help. I turned my laptop to Gil and he started writing the update post with a serious expression. Aw, poor Gil. We're so cute. Look at us.
本当に
Sorry.
ごめんね。
Yeah, about what happened earlier?
うん。君がせっかく一生懸命番組を盛り上げようとしてくれてたのに、台無しにしちゃった。
But hey, that's TV, baby. You got drama.
俺さ、多分図星だったんだと思う。自分に自信がないから、
You did
家
too
事で
much,
振り
man.
向いてもらおう
Calm
っ
it down
て
a
思
little
って
bit.
た。
Calm down. Huh? You're not confident in yourself, Gil? No, I could. No. You can tell right away. He doesn't
大学
really
時
hide
代
that.
とか結構 服装にも無頓着だったし、別にモテるわけじゃなかったし。
I think you actually were. Yeah.
卒業して服とかも見直すようにしたけれど、根本的に華やかなラウルやアランたちとは違うって劣等感があって。
Raul is an actor. You're not gonna be able to compete with that.
だから余計に腹が立って、あんな風にカッとなっちゃったんだよ。アランの言葉も正論だったのにさ。
He was just riling you up. I don't think everything he said was right. Yeah. I wanted to reject the idea that girls only wanted one thing. I also wanted to change his opinion about only needing technique. Gil seemed particularly to partially agree, so he was quiet. Sorry. I heard the click-clack of the keys as Gil resumed speaking to me.
君はどっちの言い分の方が共感できた?
I'm kind of in the middle. What do you mean?
その、君は尽くされたい?
I'm in between.
それとも尽くしたい?
I want like a teammate. I don't want a servant or, you know, to be a servant. That's a hard question. If Gil waited on me like he does now, I'd be terrified, but I don't necessarily want to wait on others like that either. Yeah, middle ground. I don't think it's about submission though. Relationships should be about being equals. I think that's the best way. Yes. Wholeheartedly agree. Yes. Because waiting on someone hand and foot means you're just being who the other person wants and not yourself. Otherwise, you're just ignoring that person's morals and values. I don't want that. Mutual appreciation and respect would be my ideal relationship. Agreed, girly, agreed.
そっか。なんだか君らしいね。
Thank you. Gil gave a Wayne smile and turned his attention. Wayne? Their attention back to the laptop. Sorry, they're using terms I've like haven't heard, seen or heard before. I only heard loud typing noises after that. Alright, I drank the herbal tea he made for me while I sat next to him. Maybe it's the tea, maybe it's Gil's presence, but suddenly I felt all of my worries untangle themselves. I started feeling drowsy and fell asleep right then and there. Aw. Yeah. I kind of agree with her. Gotta be in that middle ground. Alright. I squint my eyes as the sun shines brightly through the window. Huh? How did I fall asleep? How did I get to my room? The comments... I leapt up and head straight to the living room to open my laptop. Brave of you to let Gil on it without, you know... all the nasty comments have stopped. In a surprising twist, the Instagram hashtag was filled with positive, pleasant messages praising the blog post. They're saying that the post was good, really good. Speaking of blog posts, Gil wrote it last night. I was too exhausted and dozed off partway through it. So what about the blog post? I opened the Parasite House blog to see close to 300 comments. Woo! What is this? I thought it would be filled with insults. I scroll through it to see them. Huh, it's mostly positive. I wonder what Gil wrote about, so I scrolled through the blog again, but then the living room door opened. Whoa.
Ohayo.
Good morning, Raul. Raul, the nasty comments from last night finally calmed down. What happened?
なあ、ギルのブログのおかげだろう。昨日更新する前に見せてもらった。
Mr. Snail took out his phone and showed it to me. He already had the original post pulled up. Good evening, Gil Lovecraft here. I'm the one they call Lovelorn Parasite. I apologize to everyone who saw my shameful behavior on today's broadcast out of Parasite House. After reflecting on my actions, I apologize to Alan for our fight. Ultimately, we decided to respect one another and talk through our disagreement. Honestly, I think it was wrong of me to think my opinion was the only correct one in the first place. Alan and I are two different people from different backgrounds. It's okay that we have different values and ideas. Yep, I agree. I guess I forgot that and tried to push my own values onto others. That's what caused that fight, and I wish no one saw. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. From now on, we won't flat out deny one another's opinions. However, we won't ignore our own feelings either. We'll respect each other and work together to meet in the middle and find different solutions. When complete strangers live together, it's natural that problems will occur. We have to remember that. We are strangers after all. We should acknowledge that we are people who live by a creed different from our own. Sorry. Still, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst of someone new. Even strangers can find common ground to stand on. That's how I want to live my life. I think connecting like that would make living much more fulfilling. Aw, Gil Lovecraft. That was sweet. That's nice of him. Yeah, that was nice.
ギルって文章上手なんだ。
He's a freelance writer, people.
そうそう、ギルっていい文章書くんだよね。前に俺のインタビューに来てくれた時もいい感じの記事書いてくれたよ。
Did I just miss how they met? Wow, I didn't know that. He's been talking to him like they knew each other since childhood. Like, I'm so confused. I completely forgot. Like, I haven't played this in a while, so like, I'm like, how are they friends again? Did I miss something? Oh, I should have read that. My bad. Sorry, I distracted myself. Hi, Gil. Hi, Alan. Gil and Alan entered the living room, both looking a little sheepish. They then bowed to us simultaneously.
昨日は本当にごめん。
俺もごめん。ギルに反論したのも、みんなを巻き込んだのも、大人げなかった。
It's alright.
そうだよ。もう終わったことだし、反省すれば十分。
ああ、謝罪はこのブログで十分だろう。ギル、いい文章をありがとう。
ありがとう。なんか書いたもの褒められるって照れるな。で、ごめん、寝坊して朝ごはん作りそびれちゃったな。今作るから。
いいよ。たまにはその。
Yeah, you guys should divide up
僕が作
the
るから。
chores. Huh? Ryuki-kun, you're gonna cook?
これからはお互いを尊重するんでしょ。
Pretty sure he can cook, by the way. With a slightly embarrassed look on his face, Ryuki headed into the kitchen. Gil's post seemed to have moved the other members of Parasite 5 as much as it had the viewers. Ah. At least let me help, Ryuki-kun.
そういうのいいから。あんたはその寝起きの顔をどう
It's
に
like
か
I
して
can
きて。
hardly stand looking at you right now. Ugh, I guess he hasn't changed completely. Yeah, he's not going to for a while. I made it for the bathroom before he could blast me with his usual mist. But still, I turned around to see everyone making breakfast together. Aww.
ダメだよ。そこは玉ねぎが先で。
Does it matter?
バカじゃないの？そうしたら栄養素が壊れるんだよ。
え？そうなの？そっちの方が美味しいからいいんだと思ってた。
Aww, they're so cute.
そっか、栄養素か。
You're so cute. They're all cute. They were as rowdy as ever, but they were being a lot nicer to each other. Amazing, considering how they were on day one. They're all indifferent to each other back then, but now they were actually talking to each other. It was a big step forward. Last night's fight was a big problem at first, but in the end it helped them all grow a little bit. Maybe they'll be alright. By the time the show ends, I'm sure they'll all be ready to find good partners. That was my thought as I headed for the bathroom. Aww, that's so sweet. It's so cute. They're getting along. Wow. Next chapter, Joyful Barbecue. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. So, the chaos that is this house. We're still not quote-unquote officially on Raoul's route. We're still in the common route, as they say, so it's the same for everyone. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun with the chaos that is this game. And I will see you next time. Bye.